Dragon Shield sleeves are only $7.99 on flipsidegaming.com right now. And if you use the promo code CGB at checkout, you will save 10% and support the channel at the same time. So remember to use the promo code CGB. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today we're going to check out the Esper list I've been playing to rank up after you may have witnessed my deplorable record in the last two videos. I decided to get angry and serious, and I grabbed Esper control and I ranked up to Diamond rather quickly. So today I'm going to start my Diamond journey. Platinum was a lot like every other format, lots of red decks, and this deck isn't the best against all the other control decks in the format or against white aggro, but it is rock solid against mono red, which is what I love about it. I think everybody has a personal bias of what they can stand losing to, and what I cannot stand losing to is mono red. So when I build a deck, when I think about what I want to beat, mono red is at the top of the list. I've actually made a few concessions. The Spell Pierces are in here for what used to be 3 cast downs, and the Search for Iskantas are in here for what used to be Chemister's Insights, just to try to give me some game in different matchups. But mainly I want to beat the mono reds. So now that I've said that, I'm sure we'll go out and lose. I've also made a lot of changes. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the person who can keep their deck list the same for very long, but I love Kaya. Kaya carries the game against mono red. I don't even know how to express it. The number of risk factors I've exiled, gorgeous. The number of times their Get 2 Lava Runners don't have haste, and then I exile them with Kaya, over and over again. The amount of life she has gained, amazing. And I love that most red mages have no idea what to do when she hits the battlefield. If you can kill their first 2 creatures, then play a Kaya, sometimes they just ignore it. That's got to be wrong. It's 2 life a turn for what feels like the rest of the game. And yeah, that's a lot better than a Fountain of Renewal. But then if they attack it or burn it, now they don't have burn spells to go to my face. It absolutely taxes them too much. For the rest of the deck, Kaya's Wrath is not good against the white aggro deck, but it's good against green, which has been popping up here and there, and it's good against red because it catches Goblin Chain Whirler, where Cry of the Canarium does not, which is why I don't run this card. Too many cards that it misses, and if your board wipe doesn't wipe the board, you die very quickly. And then Chemister's Insight is a card I love and have kept in the list, but I decided to turn it into more Search for Iskantas because I found in the control mirror I could cast a Chemister's Insight and still lose, whereas if I have a turn 2 Search for Iskanta that eventually turns into Iskanta the Sunken Ruin, it's hard to lose. I don't run as many counter spells as other control decks, so a few Spell Pierces and 4 Absorbs don't carry the day and keep them from resolving all of their key spells. So I need to get on the board early against control. That's why I have 3 Search for Iskantas. All right, other than that, the actual winning situation is Teferi plussing, getting to that ultimate, tucking so you don't deck, but the Kayas keep it so that we have an actual win con, and the opponents normally concede way before we get into the Teferi Tuck war. And Kaya exiling their graveyard and then -5ing to gain a bunch of life and drain them out is usually how the game ends. All right, let's go to battle. Diamond time, diamond time. Now it's time for diamond time. This hand is great. I want to keep it. Give me a button and I'll press it. Button. Button. Who's got the button? I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's my shadow. It's very nice shadow detail going on here. Oh look, the shadow moves when I move the cards. Them details. Yeah. Let's go. I don't remember when I changed my avatar to Chandra. Oh, I would Spell Pierce that so hard if I could. Holy crap. Alright, my opponent might have a Saproling Migration. Does that mean I should have Spell Pierce available? Okay, why not? I'm ready for the hero of Precinct 1. It looks like we're against some kind of a Bant thingy. Sure. You did that. What is going on? They have a history of Benalia. I'm going to be very sad about it, but I guess I have Mortify for it. But do I care about this elf? I don't know where this is going. What is this? All right, go ahead. Benalia. There it is. Wah! Shove a Spell Pierce into your heart. All right. I do have a Kaya's Wrath coming up, but I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I could wait and Kaya's Wrath away these elves. But what if the opponent is keeping the mana for, like, a Vivian Reed? What if they're using it for a Planeswalker of any kind that I can't counter right now? What if they're going to use it to play a Frilled Mystic? Let's just nah. Let's just take away your elf powers. Make you build the board up in a different way. Alright, there's Frilled Mystic mana. Check in their graveyard. Is that an Ajani? That must be an Ajani. How obnoxious. What am I going to do about that? Alright, instead it's Imara. Well, well, well. So the opponent's hoping I kill this and then they'll Ajani it back. Well, I'm going to at least try to talk them out of Ajaniing anytime soon. I can let Imara hit me a few times. It's fine. It's all fine. I can blow all this up later. Board wipes I has. And the opponent says my turn. I could Mortify now. Yeah, if the opponent has a Frilled Mystic here, I can blow it up. Okay, they do not have a Frilled Mystic. And they're just holding this mana up. What does that mean for me? It doesn't feel safe for Teferi, so I'm going to say go. All right, they're not playing much of a flash game. I'm a bit in the dark here. Some of you are screaming to slam my cards, but long games should favor me. There's the Ajani. Get back Imara, sure. Attack me with that stupid token, yep. Alright, so I want to play Teferi and defend him. I'm going to Mortify this now. Play Teferi plus it. I don't want a minus yet. Ooh, precog. Does that change things? I think so. Ajani going down to 2 means now Ajani's going to plus. The opponent might build up a battlefield. Let's precog and try to set up a way to get rid of Ajani. All these are decent, but Kaya, this is the wrong matchup. What is that sound effect? This might be the first time I've done the precog scry with sound on, and I'm regretting my decision. I'm worried about flooding out, but at the same time, I want land so I can go absorb Teferi. So I'll take. And yes, thank God that stopped. Alright. Does the opponent have a Tristani? They have another Imara. They are a deck full of Ajani Imara shenanigans. I'm also questioning the presence of Frilled Mystic, but whatever. So now on 3, Ajani will minus to get the Imara back. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and use a Kaya's Wrath now that we can do it and have an Absorb available. We're just trying to make the world a good place for a Teferi. Because once Teferi comes down, it can definitely beat out Ajani as long as the board is under control. We have a Nova, we have an Absorb, we have a Mortify. Board should be under control. And I think Ajani's going to go down to 1 here. Yep. And let's Mortify that. Opponent definitely isn't sitting on counter spells. Well, well, well. Let's see what you are sitting on. That's not good. Alright. Let's get rid of one of those. To bin this. So I can play Teferi here. I'd have to draw exactly a land or it would get swept up by the Tribunal, but I can use the Nova to get it back. That's pretty good. And there's nothing on the board, so I can tank the Ajani, but I think I'd rather draw the card. Tank the Ajani. Just get it done while you can. We'll draw the card when we get Teferi back with the Cleansing Nova. So our opponent's on some Bant controlling Ajani deck. And I don't know. It better be good against red. That's all I got to say so far. I'm looking at this pile of cards and I'm not sure what the point is. Let's do it again, shall we? Now you have a Flower Flourish. I guess I'll grab that. Ooh, yes, please. And let's blow up your enchantments. And it's probably game, but we'll see. We'll see. Ajani's on top of Ajani's. Good God. Same shenanigans. A Thought Erasure for the Baffling End. I think what I want to do is let my opponent draw this Ajani so I can Thought Erase it, then I can play. Yeah. Well, what if my opponent goes for double Ajani? Why would they do that? Because they can minus this one to get an elf and then cast second Ajani to pump them. I hope they do that. I'll just absorb it. Do I let this just make a token, or do I minus and bury this in the deck too, since I have absorb, search for Iskanta? I think that's the safe play. I think this is the absurdly safe play. All right. Especially with this about to flip. We just need to make sure nothing runs away with the game, and this should be all us. All Teferi. Should be nothing but a good time. Suicide Ajani for the Amara. Yep. Go ahead, play the other Ajani. Bring that on. Ta-da! I'd send an oops if I were a meaner person. Okay, no oops needed. The opponent wants no more of this. I still had to figure out how to answer the Amara, but literally, I mean, Iskanta getting to activate twice probably finds a moment of craving pretty quick. Or a board wipe. Did it! Still got my diamonds on the inside. I guess so. It's a pretty sweet curve on the play. All right. It's going down for real. The stuff dreams are made of right here. Erase you, absorb something, wrath your board. All we need is Teferi. And we get to prove our mettle against mono red. We'll see. This isn't the best hand against mono red. Steamkin. Well, I want to make sure that my opponent plays to the board so that the Kaya's Wrath can crush them. So I'm going to take away the Lightning Strike. Yeah. Yep, that'll do. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Let's see. Is it worth taking it? Let's see what the opponent does. If they play out this Lava Runner, so we can Kaya's Wrath all this, we may just want to save this moment of craving. It's not like we have a ton of relevant cards. We really don't. We're kind of low on relevance. We have a lot of land. We could definitely flood from here and lose to just anything off the top. So I'm taking this damage. Taking this beating. Here comes 6. I know. I'm being patient. I don't like it. Black, black, white, and white. And hoo-ah! That Vraska's Contempt is a good card to draw. And the last card. Oh no! No! And I have 4 Mortifies. Zap! I guess I'm absorbing it. 4 Mortifies, 4 Teferis, and I have drawn none of these? And my opponent top decked this. Oh. Oh! God, make it stop. Here we go. The stage is lit. Oh no. That's so much burn. That's so much burn. Alright, I'm gonna contempt it because it's more mana efficient to pay the 4. So I can hold this up with something else. Yeah, sure. That probably don't matter. I'll grab you. Kaya. Well, you got a job to do. It's better than most draws. But I don't know how it beats the Frenzy in the long term. It feels like I have to bin that for a Mortify, but... Boom. Steamies. So steamy in here. Now you gotta decide what to do with those bolts. In response. Ta-da! Staying alive, staying alive. Get it. Get me a creature and a spell. You want to split it up like that because you don't get 2 life for each creature you exile. It's if a creature is exiled in this way. At least 1 creature. So you want to hit 1 creature with every attempt. Ooh, you do run Chain Whirler. That makes me angry. I sort of had given up on them having Chain Whirler, but I guess they're a bit old school. Yeah, you're not. That's not good. Another creature, another spell. 4 Mortifies, 4 Teferis. Come on. I got this Frenzy to kill. Yep, I'll just have to absorb you. Because having a wizard on the field makes the wizard's lightnings more brutal. I mean, we're moving in the right direction, but we're out of cards, and they have infinite cards. God, that Frenzy. So what did I absorb? What was the card I absorbed way back when? Was it a... Or did I just tap out at the wrong time? I don't know. That's too bad. I feel completely robbed. I didn't like throw away a Mortify. We just never drew one. I didn't throw away Teferi, we just never drew one. Those are my answers to Frenzy. I have 8 of them. Oh well. Oh, also I completely missed. Yeah, you can have the cards. Knock yourself out. I completely missed with the Thought Erasure too. It was probably like 1 or 2 cards off of hitting the Frenzy. It feels so bad. I thought we had the perfect hand. Yeah, that's game. Alrighty, way to go, Frenzy. Frenzy still steals games. Yeah, at least I get that free loss. Or no, I don't. I was at 1. I had diamond up 1. Let's keep that. I know, the tap lands are slow. We've got to draw land for this to be any good, but I believe the deck will just feed me up the land I need. Hoi! See? I told you it would happen. Do I pay 2 life? It's probably very important to keep up here, but I'll have Absorb and Mortify for next turn. It's interesting. Let's do it. It may also just intimidate the opponent somehow. But yeah, I think keeping tempo on board so I can absorb the History of Benalia or whatever it is that's going to come down turn 3 where the white deck have their power cards is a good play. Oh, next leveled. Ugh. That's so bad. Now I can't cast it because of the ability of the Tithe Taker. I'm getting wrecked today. Alright. There's no point in casting something this turn unless I want to use Mortify. But Mortify can hit enchantments, which is kind of relevant. So I may as well pass the turn, but then my opponent untaps and plays Venerated Loxodon. But I guess they do that anyway, because the Tithe Taker is going to make a 1/1. Alright. This matchup sucks, just so you know. Like, these white aggro decks, especially when they run enough Tithe Takers, it sucks. And why not? Let's have double Tithe Taker. It'll be fun. Everybody will enjoy that. So we have to respond to the Tithe Taker with the Moment of Craving before our cards cost 4 frickin' mana. Alright, snubs. Do I get to Wrath you now? I'm gonna frickin' do it. Yeah, I know, they just get more little dorks. But those Tithe Takers have to stop. That stuff has to stop. Here's Benalia. Makes me so angry. Ooh, another Kai's Wrath? Great. It's, well, I guess the Benalia won't hurt me if I Wrath next turn. I just have to make sure nothing bad happens this turn. So I need to keep Absorb open so the opponent can't play something that would screw with my next Wrath. That was a really good draw. That's what we needed. They're probably like, should I go for... By the way, Unbreakable Formation is a frickin' beating. So maybe I have to find a way to bait that. If I throw the Cast Down at the Night token, will my opponent throw an Unbreakable Formation? I feel like that's what they're thinking about. And I sort of want them to try to play more things. Ooh, Legion's Landing. Okay. I can Mortify that. That's fine for me. I want to Mortify it when they move to attackers. I'm going to put full control mode on to make sure I get all the phases I need. So if I hit pass to combat, there should be another phase here where I can Mortify the landing. I should also be able to do it in response to the trigger. But I don't want my opponent to play a second Legion's Landing is the big thing I'm thinking about. But flipping a landing is really huge. It's just a way to keep like endless pressure on this deck. All right, that kind of restocks. Boom. Go away, all of you. Empty Benalia, so sad. Nobody came to church today. Benelish Marshall, sure. We got a Cast Down for that. That last card is probably a Conclave Tribunal, but I still think we play out this Teferi. I could pay 2 life, go to 6, have Absorb available for the Tribunal. I kind of like that. Which, this is living on the edge. This is Living on a Prayer and Living on the Edge from Bon Jovi and Aerosmith tied into one. Oh, are you attacking Teferi? That's a smart move. All right, now I have to do this now. Is it the formation? You animal! Good patience by the opponent. Let's see if we can get him. Slick. To bury... I think I bury the Marshal. I'll lose Teferi to the 1/1, but then my opponent only has this 1/1. And whatever they play this turn. But if they don't keep the pressure on this turn, it's a shorter clock. Eh? Do they have pressure? My god. It's only the best pressure in their deck. Screw you, CGB. Tilt. Total tilt. Not like this. Not like this. We were so close to turning the corner. Yeah, do your damage. You don't have Pride of the Conquerors. Maybe they have another formation. Maybe they're the 4 formation build. Well, we're about to find out. Gimme. Now you're gonna play it? Yep. No, we can't absorb this here. Besides, it doesn't do anything. Mortify off the top. What's that do? So if we counter our opponent's Marshal, we go up to 10, then we go down to 5, then we mortify our opponent's Knight, and we're in the game. So I'll keep the mortify. Plus we still have absorb open. Yep, gotta go for that lethal, right? But here's the absorb. Down to 5. So we have like 4 draw steps to deal with the 1/1, and we have to keep up with whatever our opponent plays. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, let's go white, white, black. Make sure we have the right mana available. Take that out. One stupid 1/1 from the Hunted Witness. Yeah, no elephant for you. Now, will you please draw some, I don't know, draw some land or something. Help me out. The opponent finds that nice. I find them nice. There's nothing but nice stuff going on. Let's take the 1 damage. Let's hold off. I don't want to lose to a Danto Vanguard here, even though it looks like my opponent's on Tithe Taker instead of Vanguard. I'm going to take a few bumps. Ooh. Well, well, well. Yeah. I don't think I can die. So let's play this main phase. Don't need you. Whatever my opponent holds in their hand isn't very good. These are all good. Top it off with the hero of Dominaria. Yes, please. Don't draw another History of Benalia. That would make this whole thing a little awkward. The opponent saw that I kept 2 on top too. That has to be terrifying. Well, they say go. I think the answer here is Kaya. Because we want the Tribunal out of my opponent's hand, am I right? And I'll just exile this token. And we'll come for our life total later. Life total isn't as important against white as red because they don't have burn. Alright, that's another thing I can exile. Is that it? Are you just passing back to Kaya this way? Are you going to hold that Conclave Tribunal? I'm sure they have one. It's like, what else wouldn't you play? Just land. Land is the only thing. And lands aren't good bluffs at this stage because you know when they're holding land. So I guess they're holding land, or they're that afraid of Teferi. Because they just threw away a hawk. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's get the power couple of Dominaria in here. Ship it. You might notice I turned off the Planeswalker voice lines after the epic video where they just talked over each other in the Super Friends Rebirth video. Yeah, another one drop. Awesome. With no power. This thing is turned hard. We are in the driver's seat now. Our opponent's bluffing with some lands and maybe an unbreakable formation. Alright. I don't want to suicide the Kaya, so I'm going to grab a creature and a spell so I gain some life. We'll play this. I don't have any other use for the mana right now. I want to keep the instant speed available as much as possible. Alright, Hunted Witness, I can exile you. It's totally fine. Oh, now we want the City's Blessing. Now we'll play those bluff lands. Yes, yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Minus you. I'm gonna exile you. Probably not a lot of musical fans watch my channel and would recognize a reference to the Book of Mormon. Sound off in comments if that one caught your ear. All right, Teferi. The power couple's gonna take this one down. Another snub. Yep. Them O3s showing up at the wrong time. We got hesitation. Thinking about the O3 attack. The good old O3 attack. What do you say? Nah? No thank you? 13 cards in graveyard. Iskanta's going to be an easy flip. Oh, am I going to get stalled? Am I going to get salty stalled? Draw that card. Plus that Kaya. Okay, that's, I would say, an appropriate scoop. Well. Spell Pierce and Thought Erasing and yep, let's party. I'm even gonna pay 2 life for this. Bam! I'll punch myself in the nose. Red Mage. Damn it. Alright. Fine, I'll erase some thoughts. Did we learn our lesson? Although it does seem like this is what I need to be hitting with the Spell Pierce. I think I take this instead then. I mean, our opponent could go land, but I have Teferi and Spell Pierce to deal with the Frenzy. Alright. I need a white source pretty badly. It's not the white source. But I'm doing nothing next turn. Like, absolutely nothing if I don't keep this. So I'm going to keep it. It's a pretty ugly look. 2 Kaya's Wraths and unable to cast them is not the way I drew it up. Ow. But 3 life, the Absorb can buy time. Now the opponent might just play around it. Just, you know, nothing. Say go. Oh, they drew the land. Okay, they didn't play around it. I'm going to absorb this because it's definitely unlikely I'll have the mana for Kaya's Wrath next turn. And I need the life and I need to stall. Alright. Play this. Find me that white mana. The opponent's gonna shock me, that's fine. So our turn 1 shock land definitely gives the Spell Pierce away. The question is, does the opponent play around that? Alright, more critters. Ow. There's our white source, library. Ouch. Everything is pain. Life is pain here. Boom. Let's see if they hit the land so they can resolve this frenzy or not. Chain Whirler's good. Chain Whirler's good. Another absorb. Yeah. I can Wrath this Chain Whirler. Then my opponent, well, if I Wrath this Chain Whirler, I'm probably dead anyway. I need to graveyard and absorb, which feels horrible. Alright, well, I'm probably dead anyway. Because if our opponent draws a land, they frenzy. If they draw another burn spell, they go zap zap. And it looks like they drew another burn spell so they can go zap zap. And oh! Should not have turn 1 Spell Pierced. They even taunted me with the good game. Ah! Hate that. Hate it. Sure, this will be loads of fun. Last time the Spell Pierce, making Spell Pierce available was a big mistake. Still gonna do it. I'm ready for your light up the stage. I don't learn. I do not learn. It's a spectacle deck, right? They have to have light up the stage. Yeah, okay, whatever. Wrath, sweet. Let's get up in there. Tajik. Yeah, you gotta go. And you gotta go, because I need to hit another black source before I die. Nice draw. That's pretty neat. That's a really neat draw right there. Love it. It's good stuff. All right, you can come down tapped. When to crave. I guess I should wait till combat of next turn. Let's see if I'm punished by something I can't imagine. Fire away. Needs to top deck. Cool. Come on. Come on, baby. We need black mana. Not good. All right. Could play you. But I think having Spell Pierce open for heroic reinforcements is important. I could also Thought Erase. Then what am I taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts me at 3. Next turn, if I kill one of these, I go to 5, and then I go to 1. And I'm dead to a Footlight Fiend activation. So I don't think I can get away with a Thought Erasure here. Not to mention, it's very questionable what I would hit anyway. So I've got to do something like this. Kinda might have to exile that Footlight Fiend. 7. Would you like to play more creatures? No. Hey! Go to 4, lose to heroic reinforcements. Doesn't sound very nice. But do I have a choice? I could play Kaya, take 2, and have it available, or I could accept that I lose to that no matter what. I guess I don't. Yeah, I do lose to heroic reinforcements because of Footlight Fiend. If I exile, I only take 1. I go to 6, and that's off the board. I can go to 4 and have a Spell Pierce available. But I'm never going to get to slide the Thought Erasure in and live. I could Thought Erasure right now. Go to a very low life total. I'm dead to a Judith off the top. Lyra and Tribunal, huh? I can go. Don't need you. Now I don't take the 2. Boom! Cross your fingers, everybody. Don't kill me. Please. All right. I think I want to play Kaya Protected. I could gain 2 life, go up to 4. The opponent goes for Tribunal. I Spell Pierce it. They Pontiff, attack me back to 2. Kaya. I guess Kaya's a pretty good play here. The problem is if the opponent gets another creature this turn, and then the Mortify won't kill the Pontiff. So right now I have the Pontiff dead to rights, as long as I don't let another creature resolve. So let's make sure we Mortify that thing. All right, let's go. Let's go, team. Claw me back into this. We want 1 creature per exile, so done. It's an all-creature graveyard, so we're just going to be doing 1 at a time. Tribunal, Spell Pierce finally doing some dang work up in here. All right, so get rid of you and get rid of the Tribunal. I could be playing around like Gruesome Menagerie. I just don't think they have it. I haven't seen a deck like that in a very long time. There's a hero. What else you got? Nothing else? I think I'll let you have your hero. Let's get rid of the Judith. We are down to 1 card, and I don't want to use it on this hero just yet. Opponent has 4 cards in exile. Kaya is on 6, so she can take a punch. Yep, the opponent's going to attack the Kaya. What else you got? What is sitting in hand? It must be removal spells. I'm guessing Mortifies. And I think we keep hanging out. Just hang out. It's all good. Kaya's going to take a few bumps. It's okay. She's gaining life every turn. That life lets us draw more cards in the future. The opponent doesn't want to go through this. Back off. Treading water over here. Hand is fine. Let's roll. Oh boy. That deck. So this is not a good matchup. I feel like we lost already. Yeah, show me the Curious Obsession. Do it. Do it. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course. If I had... This is where if I had the Hallowed Fountain... Oh well. When to try this? When they untap? Nah, we just try it right now. Spell Pierce, dive down, the perfect draw. Yep, did it. Opponent basically hacking is what we've seen here today. Herald. Ta-da. Okay, so. Pay 2 life. Let's go black. Let's go black. So the timing is, if we wait to upkeep, they have an extra mana. We want to keep them bottlenecked on mana. If we wait till end step, it might just pass and nothing happens. So let's go for a moment of crave. Right here, the opponent will try to counter it or something, and we'll Spell Pierce it. If they have dive down into Spell Pierce, though, I'm going to be so salty. Yeah? Now are they going to let this resolve? They should sack the Storm Tamer so I don't gain the life. Maybe they have an opt. Okay. We got rid of the first problem. And now we have Mortify, which can also just target a Curious Obsession, but I didn't want to play it that turn because of open counterspell mana. Grr. Opponent with no lack of cool stuff. How are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Terramander, about to be huge. So I can try to Kaya it, which, you know, how many dive downs can you possibly have in this opening hand? They've only had 1 so far. I could also go for Thought Erasure, but that just it might make the Terramander getting huge even better, but that's a huge expensive mana. So I think we're going to Thought Erase. My opponent will pump the Terramander. I'll play Kaya and exile it. I think that's where we want to be. Blink of an Eye, Merfolk Trickster. What does Blink of an Eye really do? It can save the Terramander, but the opponent won't have the mana for that. So I'm just going to take the Trickster. I need land, so I'm binning his Kanta. So I hope the opponent goes land, pump Terramander. Here we go. And I hope they didn't top deck a dive down, because that would be tilting. Spell Pierce would have been tilting too, but it looks okay. Everything looks okay. Get out of here. Kaya killing Terramander. Glorious. Yeah, read that card. We got a reader. We've got a reader, folks. Where does Miscolored Herald go? Goes after Kaya. Perfect. Now, what else do you have? Round 2. Okay. Get it. Now the opponent will go for a blink of an eye. We'll spell pierce that. Nope. So they don't get the card, they don't get the Pteramander. Get out of here. Now, can I get land? That's what I'm starting to wonder. That hesitation, what was that? The card is not a land. The card is not a land. But it's not spell pierce either. Unless they're on full control trying to bluff me. Let's go for this. If it is a dive down, it's a pretty easy... Like, the opponent still doesn't kill the Kaya with the next attack. Nice. Nice, but is it... Oh, it's a trickster. Oh, that got me a little bit, but I did get rid of a threat. Kaya's doing... She's doing her job. She's living life. Nothing else? Hey, what's this? A land? All right. Let's put a stop here. Don't want my opponent to attack if I can help it. End of turn. Anything? Nothing? All right. Preview. Doing it on upkeep before our opponent has a chance to draw a counterspell, a dive down, interaction of that kind. Just want to keep their stuff off the board. All right. Can we has an Iskanta, please? Nice. Nice. We needed that second source of blue and that fifth land. All right. Tricksters are relentless up in here. Bam! I'm glad they didn't have a Curious Obsession, however. I'll take the land. We're going to need a lot of it if we're going to activate our Sunken Ruin anyway. So, also plays around Spell Pierce if I want to use the Contempt. The Contempt and the Mortify should be saved, I think, but maybe before our opponent gets too many more chances to draw cards, I'm going to attempt this to Fairy. And it... Ah, darn it. Okay, okay, fine. Still think it was the right thing to do. Oh. You're leaving. Yeah, baby. That's right. Diamond Tier 4 Rank 2. Only took us in about 50 minutes. We got from 0 to 2. Multiply by that enough. Voila. Mythic. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to change up that avatar for next time. Jace, run this camp. Take me to Mythic. If you try this Esper build on the ladder and it is taking you to Mythic, please let me know. Also let me know what changes you would make in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Mana necklaces have arrived at hauntedflower.com. These necklaces are a great way to show your favorite MTG colors. Remember to use the promo code CGB at checkout to save 10%. That is promo code CGB on hauntedflower.com.